Hello, YouTube. I'm Colleen, and I'm back for another live stream brought to you by Princess Dental Staffing. Happy Friday, everyone. So glad that you could join me. And if you couldn't join me, so glad that you could watch this video later. Okay, so today's topic is uh, writing accomplishment statements for a dental front office resume, okay, and how we do that. Okay, so let's first start off by talking about what an accomplishment statement is. So an accomplishment statement is a statement that has two main elements: an action and a direct result of that action. Okay, so when we talk about action, we talk about action verbs like engage, foster, collaborate, communicate, provide, all of these action verbs. And when we talk about a result of that action, we talk about the effect of the action. Okay, we potentially talk about anytime we save the office time, anytime we saved the office money, anytime we made the office money, anytime we improved the customer experience, or anytime we kept the office legally compliant, okay? So that list of results is not exhaustive. There are definitely other results that you can use in your accomplishment statements, but that short list is just to kind of get you in the mindset of drafting these accomplishment statements, okay? They're just kind of examples, okay? So that's what accomplishment statements are. Why do we use them in our resume? Well, there's a couple different reasons why we use accomplishment statements in our resume as opposed to listing our job duties. So when you list all of your job duties for your position, it can have the effect of making your resume quite lengthy, right? And that's pretty common among most job titles, right? Most roles. Okay, if you list every single job duty that you have, it can potentially result in your resume getting quite lengthy, and we don't want that. We want our resumes to be clear, concise, readable, and condensed down to the most important information. Okay, so the other reason that we use accomplishment statements is because when it comes to dental front office positions, they're pretty similar among offices, right? Among the different offices, right? So, front office receptionist or assistant or scheduler, all these types of positions have pretty similar job duties and responsibilities and functions from office to office. So when you're listing all of your job duties, you're really not adding a lot of substance to your resume, right? You're listing a lot of things that your potential employer probably already knows that you do on a regular basis. For example, you list scheduling appointments, or you list, communicating with patients face-to-face and via the phone. Most employers know that you're, as a dental front office assistant or a dental front office position, that you already do that, right? So when you utilize an accomplishment statement, it shows that not only do you know how to do those job duties and functions, but that you can utilize your skills and expertise and experience to help support the office, right? To help contribute to the office in such a way that it helps the office continue to reach its goals and support its mission. Okay. So that's kind of why we use accomplishment statements. Now, I have a few examples of accomplishment statements here that I'm just going to go over with you, just so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about when I talk about accomplishment statements. Okay, so example number one: utilize time management skills to schedule patients and dental procedures, thereby ensuring smooth office processes with minimal errors. Okay, so the action here is utilize time management skills and also scheduling patients and dental procedures, and then the result is ensuring smooth office processes with minimal errors. Okay, and that's totally fine. You can have more than one action, you can have more than one result. You can list the result first and the action afterwards. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have at least one action and one result, you've got a pretty good accomplishment statement. Okay, and that statement kind of shows that through using your time management skills, that you can help save the company time, right, and really maximize the office's time, maximize the office's time through scheduling, right? Okay, so example number two: devise a new office procedure which reduced time spent updating patient records by 20%. Okay, so the action here: devise a new office procedure, and the result is reduced time spent updating patient records by 20%. Okay, and that again shows that you can save the office time, but also money as well, because when employees are working on something, that's money that has to be spent to pay them to work on one thing, whereas they could be working on something else. So you're saving time and money in that sense. Okay. And this accomplishment statement actually gets bonus points because we use the quantifier, right? Reduce time spent updating patient records by 20%. So anytime you can use a quantifier, an amount, a dollar amount, a percentage, anything like that, it really helps illustrate the breadth and the depth of your accomplishment to potential employers. Okay, so quantifier is always great to use in accomplishment statements. So last example: consistently receive positive patient reviews on patient feedback surveys, for providing exemplary service and effective communication. Okay, so the actions here are providing exemplary service and effective communication, and the result is consistently receiving feedback, positive patient reviews on patient feedback surveys. Okay, so that's an accomplishment when you get recognized by either your management or by your customers and your patients. That's an accomplishment in and of itself, right? Because you're being recognized for the skills that you have that are being used to improve the office, right? Specifically here, exemplary service and effective communication, which of course supports a really great positive patient experience. Okay. So those are just some examples of accomplishment statements. That's what accomplishment statements are, why we use them on our resume, and what they can help our resume to do. Okay, so if you have any questions or have any want any clarification on accomplishment statements and writing them, or if you are an employer and there are accomplishments that you like to see on a dental front office resume, please feel free to comment on this video. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to do so and share your knowledge and insights with everyone. Okay, so thanks for tuning in today, everyone. Happy Friday. I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.